Fire Blast! Again, we're doing Fire Blast. Oh boy, it is a weapon that is perhaps somewhat cursed when it comes to these streams, because this is the third stream that I've attempted it, and what, maybe the 7th, 8th time that I've restarted the episode? I don't know. Let's just see how this one goes. I don't hate this weapon, but I do think that if you're going to be trying to use some sort of fire-based weapon in Brutality Run, not only is there already good stuff like the torch that exists, but also we now have pyrotechnics, which is brutality scaling, which means that, I don't know, I don't think that there's too much reason that you want to be using this outside of its very cool animation where you're spitting fire out of your face, or the, I don't know, it does hit a very large area, can, light a whole ton of enemies on fire, do a lot of damage to huge groups at once, which is very useful in the current 4-5 cell malaise rework that has come with the last patch. But even then, I don't know. I just think that there are better options if you want to light enemies on fire. Even with the nerfed version of the flamethrower turret from the latest patch, I still would probably rather have that. It does the exact same thing that Fire Blast does without locking your character in place. It just doesn't presumably do as much damage or get like the oil critical that you would normally get with this weapon. But then again, maybe it'll be a little bit better than I think. I know that some of the previous runs that I've done have been actually quite good with this weapon, so there's potential. It's just, needless to say, this is coming up in the latter part of the showcase series for good reason, because I just don't really have too much hope for it. Ah, well, we'll see over the course of this. This is dropped, of course, from the Fogger enemy, which means that you probably already have this thing, considering how often they appear in the many, many biomes around the game. But it is also one that, I think, hey, if you're just looking for something that does fire, before you have the torch unlocked, if you're just otherwise using firebrands, this can be all right. It's just, I think the whole locking yourself in place while you're actually using it does make it somewhat of a tougher ask compared to a lot of other weapons. The range is certainly not enough to justify using it over a lot of other melee weapons as well, because you do lock yourself off from being able to really get a lot out of brutality scaling mutations when you're taking ranged weapons. And if this is as far as it's going to go, I don't know. Well, we'll see. Cracker, what are you even talking about? We're starting the episode now. This is the episode started, everybody. And hey, you know what? In terms of trying to find areas with a lot of enemies to fight, I think that heading up into the Arboretum is a good choice. You can actually turn off the slowdown effect when you kill elites in the updates. I don't know if... I don't necessarily, hate that a whole lot, but let's check it out. Why not? Disable gameplay slow motion. I don't know. Maybe that'll be something that I'll like. I'm always open to messing around with settings once they've been implemented regardless, so... who knows? Hello, YouTube. You can say that as much as you want, but you know that I never include the chat in this. Sure, I've been told that apparently the unofficial channel is working on that, but yeah. Is there even anything that I really want right now? Because everything is all for melee. I guess it's just going to have to be colorless stuff, or maybe just gastronomy. Try and get some good heals from food, even if I am not actually going to have that scaling with it at all. I honestly don't know what the best combination of mutations is going to be for this, so let's grab the heart. That'll at least prevent me from dying stupidly to something stupid. And I don't know. Take instinct anyway. It's probably still correct with the oil grenade. Yeah, I mean, instinct would be the one thing that should work really well with this. The unfortunate thing, though, is that apparently it has a 0.45 second cooldown from when it procs, so the whole, many small hits and easy to get critical means that it's still not going to be as good as you'd think that it would be with that mutation. Still probably worth taking, but it's unfortunate because that's like the one combo that I think could really make this weapon great. It's, you know, just go get something that's very, very high. Go get something that's very, very high cooldown. If I manage to get like a, well, if I manage to continue to use the powerful grenade or get like a giant whistle or something like that, that would be amazing. But it's just the fact that it is hard-coded in there to kind of counter this use case. I don't know. Bloodthirsty Shield, I think, is always a good choice when it comes to brutality, even though I'm probably not going to be using it too much because, you know, switching between this and doing that is a little bit difficult. Slightly tricky, but in a way that's going to make it so it's not something that I want to use all the time. Besides, I already use Bloodthirsty Shield plenty of times as it is, so I don't think we... Well, it's unfortunate that it's not scaling with brutality, otherwise that would be the thing to take. Ah, well. Obviously, Oil Grenade is going to be very effective in this build. If I can grab that, I'm going to take it. But aside from that, there's Torch. 100% on burning and oiled up targets. Certainly anything that does constant damage. Like I'm talking... you know, a turret, a colorless turret especially, will be very good. Sinew Slicer, now that scales with brutality. If I get 100% on oil and burning, maybe that's something? I don't know. Aside from that, it's just going to be get as many stats as possible and hope that I can just blast down enemies before they become an issue. Certainly, it's also fairly good for getting Rally, especially like I was saying at high levels, because easy critical and constant hits. I can probably tank my way through quite a few things if I just keep, you know, constantly hitting enemies with fire. But I don't know. That's also putting myself in a very bad position more often than not. Probably not a strategy I want to mess around with if I possibly can. Meantime, yeah, there's the oil grenades. Let's see if I can just afford them. Don't need too much more money, but still, it's going to be a second before I can afford that. All right. Run is finally out of the first area. Oh, come on. Hey, that's why you should be watching this on YouTube instead of watching it live. I'll say that right now. You know that I can't start an episode without restarting it at least 700 to 800 times. All right, back the other way. I always try tactics for the mutations. Yeah, and that would probably be a little bit more effective. But you know that most mutations that you get out of tactics are just like to up the damage a little bit, and I don't think that that's really what this weapon needs. I would rather have something like a, you know, the Frenzy or something mutation. The ability to kill a whole bunch of enemies in a very quick succession, I think, would be very useful if it actually worked. No, well, even as much as that's been nerfed, it's like just the amount of enemies that I'm planning to kill because of how malaise works now is... Sure, whatever. Still probably going to make that fairly effective. All right, that should be enough for the... that should be enough for the oil grenade, and then aside from that, high cooldown, high damage items. That's the plan. We'll see how much I can find for that, how much the RNG is willing to bless me on that point, but I don't know. Meantime, maybe something more interesting. How much does this actually do? 70 damage, 141. This does like 493. So even 100% on this is not going to be super effective. The infantry grenade is going to be doing more damage. Maybe I should see if I can find like an upgrade for the heavy grenade. Would also be not a terrible thing to take either. That's fine. I'm just gonna go grab the oil grenades instead. Meantime, still might as well go try to get as much money as possible. I do think that probably going to be using it over the course of this, especially if I'm going to get double extra malaised up on top of everything I'm doing right now. Okay. Thankfully, it is like instantaneous from, you know, being able to roll out of this thing. You can cancel it very easy. It's just I always gotta remember not to overcommit to trying to attack enemies. Best run of the hour? Is it really? I don't know. I feel like I had some good runs. Okay. Got oil down on the ground, and... not enough to apparently oil up this enemy, though, but that's fine. Come on now. Not even anything good getting me there. I mean, the money's good, as always, but still. Oh, by the way, since the last episode, I have gotten everything unlocked now, so... Should have maybe, like, tried to go get one of the newer outfits, like the Kill Bill one or something working for this. Didn't even think about it before starting the episode, but... Yeah, there's a couple fun ones. Wouldn't really say anything that's as wacky as, like, the snowman outfit that we got last time. If he dies, we get to be a just chatting stream for 45 minutes. Well, I didn't, and you won't. So don't even worry about that. Don't worry. It's just like, we'll probably have plenty of just chatting streams in the future. Do I want this? Spreads inflammable oil. I'm going to keep Bloodthirst Shield. Plenty of just chatting streams in the future. If I end up, depending on what I end up doing after this. In the meantime, hey, spreads inflammable oil. Give it to me. I am perfectly sure. You know what? Whatever. I am perfectly okay with trying to get as much damage over time out of this as possible. Might not be able to use the Hokuto's bow. Well, I haven't been able to use the Hokuto's bow for a very long time due to the own rules that I put on myself in these runs. But still should be some pretty good damage in addition to everything else. I'm kind of hoping that enemies mostly stay still in this run. Kind of keeping them kited in one area is going to be the general goal for this run in particular. This will be good for that. Also, would be very nice if I did manage to get like a colorless wolf trap or something on top of anything else that might come out here. Deployable traps spreading inflammable oil are a pretty common affix that you'll see in the game. So if I do decide to switch out the oil grenade for something else, that would be a good option. In the meantime, I am kind of honestly surprised that I have yet to get the whole, like, malaise cleared message, because, yeah, right there. Finally. Yeah, Hokuto's is now only tactics. And even though it has been apparently nerfed in damage, doesn't seem like it's been nerfed that much, at least from what I've seen. Bruh. Like, it's still quite effective. I can't believe I got hit by that guy twice. It didn't do that much damage, but still. Getting hit by that guy twice is embarrassing. In the meantime, even though I have eaten a lot of malaised up food, I'm actually, like, doing quite good in terms of malaise. So, I think this is already shaping up to be, not shaking up. What does that even mean? To be a decent run. Nothing here is great, and I'll take that over this for now. In time, I'll probably switch that out for something else, but we'll see. How many hours do you have in Dead Cells? Well, we can do a check here. Let me see. Like every once in a while. 1684. 1,684 hours in Dead Cells. Over 1,500. Yeah. Hey, Adija. I was looking to ask you something. Do I really have to do more of N++? I don't know. Like, the game's good and everything. It's just... And I was going to take this. The game's good and everything. It's just, man, there's not too much to talk about. He loves bragging. Well, I mean... I don't know. I guess you could say that I love bragging more than a normal person, but I mean... Well... Nah. Well, you know, I was talking about how I wanted to have enemies kind of staying in place, so Cudgel might be okay. We'll see. Numbers will climb for decades. For what? Okay, take that out. Take you out. Easy enough. Probably going to have enemies spawning here soon enough because of the malaise. Sure. Speaking of which, let's just go throw on more malaise. Why am I doing this? No, why did I do that? That was a dumb idea. I like the challenge. Let's just go with that. Why not? And provided that I do not die due to curse-related issues, I should be able to heal up quite a bit after this point. It'll be nice. Why did I do that? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Get over here. Okay, and that's that. Good. I post on YouTube that you can do however much you want. Oh, I didn't even see that that response. I mean, maybe I'll do like a, I don't know, a stream or two of that. We were just talking about like doing some more just chatting stuff. That was the other plan that I had if you were going to be very adamant about like, nope, you got to do the entire series, my dude. It's like for real, though. If you haven't played N++, it is a real solid platformer. It is just, as we were saying in the actual series itself, or, well, episode itself, aggressively plotless, which makes it hard to talk about. I mean, no, I talked about how I played that game a ton back in the day. Just not, I just didn't finish it then either. Because even N+ still had more levels than you could possibly imagine in it. Okay, let's take that, drop down, and blast them with blast everybody else with fire. Oh, look at that sweet parry action. Okay. And good. One more. All right. Well, in the meantime, I don't know. Maybe we'll do some more with that eventually, but we'll see. In the meantime, like I said, not going too bad as far as clearing out enemies goes. It's just I need to get just a couple more stats, just a few more combos, really get my killing potential up and out of here. That is, I don't even know what that phrase means in this context, but oh my god, what is that automaton doing? There. Okay, but yeah, it's not working out super great for me. I mean, it's actually working out just fine for me. I haven't been hit yet. It's just, oh my god. I do think that this does show how much better I am now dealing with the current landscape of Dead Cells. It was a rough transitionary period, but it's already going significantly better. Well, I love being proven wrong immediately after I just say something. And you know what I want, baby. Maybe I should just take a potion charge at this point in time. Balls exposed on stream. Wait, I didn't put on the camera, did I? Oh boy. My virtual camera from my VTuber career. Apparently that's a thing now. Well, whatever, I'm alive. It's totally cool. Look, this is not the worst I've ever had it in Dead Cells. I've certainly weathered even more difficult circumstances. I'm just saying that right now. That said, I am probably going to be going into the ossuary to make sure that I'm not about to die. In the meantime, I'm going to desperately try not to die. Okay. Oh, that is some good stun timing, by the way. That's kind of what I was hoping when I decided to take the the cudgel in the first place. So what happens when malaise goes up to full? I don't know. Presumably it just gets worse and worse over time, right? Then again, I don't know. Maybe something real fun and wacky will happen. Like we'll just have a boss spawn out of nowhere. Wouldn't put it past Motion Twin. I'm just saying that right now. I do think we're going to find out regardless. Ooh, very nice. It also does spread inflammable oil. I'm going to take that instead of the oil grenade. Not obviously going to be as good as for oil spreading, but it is going to be very effective for oil spreading, which is... I rolled right into it. Okay, well... You know what? Before it gets a little bit too chaotic here. Bruh. Before it gets a little bit too chaotic here, let's just die again. Oh my god. Incredible superstar. Growing like a supercar. We good? Are we good? Do you want to throw anything else at me while we're at it? The answer is yes. Doc said bruh. I say bruh all the time because I want people to accuse me of saying bruh. That's that 4D chess move that I'm playing right now. And there we go. Well, I'm alive. I'm going to say doing great, but I'm going to say alive. Teleport down here. I saw you. Whatever. Great. Mess up that parry time in once. Well, this is the point in time, once again, that it's just like you really want to maybe go attempt to grab the corrupted healing mutation instead of just working with traditional styles of healing. Also, once again, I was saying before that it's just like I got to stop going into this area, and I still have to stop going into this area. All right. Let's keep going on. Should have gone with Cursed Sword and Fire Blast. Oh, yeah, that would have been a great idea. In the meantime, for the amount that I'm getting hit, I suppose that Vengeance is probably not a terrible idea. Combo, same thing, so I can actually kill a lot of enemies in a row over and over, etc. and so on. This version of the game seems harder than previous versions. I mean, certainly that area is. Because in general, it's like you don't really think of yourself being fully topped out on malaise. You would think that they would try and prevent you from being fully topped out on malaise at that point in the game, and yet I was pretty much there anyway. Though it's like getting nearly killed by 2 hits from a slasher is, I want to say, vintage Dead Cells. That's not an unusual thing to happen basically at any... Damn it! Basically at any point in the game. Just kind of hoping for a little bit of food stuff there. I'm going to try and find the... food shop immediately. I think that's probably going to be the best way to go about doing this. Okay, and done. Also get to see that fun glitch there where when you climb up while also attacking with this weapon, you just go into a standing position for the animation, which is cool. Slashers go burr. I mean, it's like you just fail that parry once. You just get yourself in a bad position with a bunch of other enemies, and it is over, baby. No recovering from that. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to deal with the shielded slashers right now, and besides, they can't chase me around, which is the important bit. Anyway. Well, hey, with the whole, constant spray of fire that this does, don't really have too much to worry about when it comes to the barrel guys, which is nice, but I don't really know how much that's worth, because they're not a common spawn in the first place. Okay, already died. Good. All right, yeah, you're the treasure chest. The treasure chest, which I'm not looking for right now. Where is the shop? Die in this biome? Oh, yeah? I disagree. I think that I'm not only going to survive, I think I'm going to win the game in this very biome. Observe. So is such a thing even possible? Well, he's going to have to watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Get down here, because I know you're going to. Okay, then fine. I guess we're going to do it like that then, eh? Yeah, the shockers cannot be set on fire, which is an important thing to... Ooh, that was close. Which is an important thing to remember when it comes to using a weapon like this, for example. Chug, chug, chug. No, I'm not going to. I don't need to. Not yet, at least. Observe as I instead do quite the opposite of that and take a cursed chest for little reason aside to show how much of an elite gamer that I am. Seemed like you get less stats in this version. I mean, that was a few updates ago that happened. I wouldn't really say in general that you get less stats. It's just, you know, that's just how it's been for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything else? Then just basically do this until that enemy dies just by itself. Good. See, and you were worried. Now, aside from that, right up here, and one more enemy to kill, and I'm probably going to die in one hit regardless because of how, you know, the entire run has been going so far, but still, it's looking good, moderately good. Flex on them, viewers. Exactly. My viewers don't believe in me, hence I have no respect for them. They think that I'm going to die here. I'll put on a show that they'll never forget. Anything else I want? I can remember. Go for that. It's really about the same. Yeah. 100% oiled and... Actually, speaking of which... Ooh, bleeding causes poisoning and minus 25%. I'll take it. I do want to, of course, go and upgrade the... Yeah? Okay. I do, of course, want to go and upgrade the... Ugh. Why did I throw it? Whoops. Okay. I do, of course, want to go and upgrade the what is it called? The Fire Blast soon enough, but still. For right now, it's looking okay. Unfortunately, did lose the heart there, but yeah. You died? I did not, though. Can you not see that I am still currently playing the video game? I would highly disagree with the things that you have just said. And prove me wrong, kids. Getting the box elite there, though, is not great. Still working out okay, though. I can't believe that I still have yet to have found the food shop. It's like it is going to be apparently in the last unexplored place in this entire area. Yeesh. Okay. Yeah, I'm already playing as a dead guy. That is true. That is just how this goes, by the way. Yeah, I'm like Rodney Dangerfield over here. Or Rodney Doggerfield, the animated, like a more kid-friendly version of Rodney Dangerfield. How do you like the new malaise system? I'm still, like, it is still frustrating, I think, because you really just... Okay. There's also a cursed chest over there, too. So not quite the... Kid-friendly? Rodney Doggerfield was pretty kid-friendly, right? You know, just based on the whole, like, cartoons are for kids type of component. If I remember that correctly. 2 cursed chests in one area? I feel like I've been seeing it a little bit more lately, but that could just be that I'm getting lucky. Or unlucky, as the case may be. We are talking about cursed chests, after all. Yeah, not going to be available to afford the potion charge here, but... Maybe the food shop was the croissant you found along the way. Maybe the real friends we made along the way were the croissants that we ate along the way. Think about it. That's deep, bro. I think malaise is difficult but fun. I don't know. It still is kind of messing around with... I'll take that, sure. Also, does that have 100% burning in oil? Yes. Sounds very nice. Also, yeah, it's like, hey, we're just using Mushroom Boy again. At least he's not going to be completely counter to how the run functions this time. Should have gone with the other area. That said, the whole like pushing enemies away from me thing actually probably going to be pretty effective in this run, because if I can't move around, it's like having an enemy that will push enemies away from me will be pretty helpful. I can't just imagine how many times I would have survived going up against a slasher if Mushroom Boy was there pushing enemies away. It's some good stuff. It is some good stuff. And I'm also happy to see that, like, you know, not just like inflammable oil, but also 100% on burning. And then I also got bleeding and poisoning. If I get a new version of the Fire Blast, I could... Oh, no, that's one of the worst enemies to have spawn in here, especially when cursed. Okay, good. Ugh, man. It's like those infected zombies are real scary. Malaise. I don't know why I said that. I just saw somebody say it in chat, and I'm like, ooh, time to say malaise. New DLC is going to have a brutality familiar. I mean, this guy's a brutality familiar. I don't know. Let's see what the issue is. Anyway. If I can, I would like to get an upgrade thing here. Also would be good for this particular run, but yeah. Come on. You know what I want. You know what I want. It knows what I want, but it ain't giving it to me. Cursed familiar. Oh, yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Certainly would not... I'm going to go get the fragment, at least. It's going to be a knife bat? Wait, I mean, that's already kind of what the kamikaze bat are. They drop the knife blueprint, and they are bats. Oh, come on, Mushroom Boy. I was just talking about how much I love you. Mushroom Boy, please. Whatever. I'm just going to go get the malaise. The food is not going to matter when I'm going to get a huge malaise cure after beating the boss anyway. This will be fine. Just want to kind of keep on top of health for right now. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. I think there's no real reason to be sticking around here unless I want to go get rid of a little bit more malaise. All right. Let's see what else we got. Knife bat. There's been like a knife bat in Castlevania before, hasn't there? It's revenge for the times he's been sacrificed. Yeah. Sacrifice him. Well, I think there's no point in sacrificing him now. If I knew that I was going to be getting a Mushroom Boy. Well, I suppose it doesn't have to necessarily be a brutality scaling Mushroom Boy for this, but... You know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Damage ain't bad. Could be better. Certainly it's nice having everything to have the double cursed chest, but I haven't really found like a whole lot of challenge rifts or anything to really make it super effective. Well, hey, at least I can hit him outside of the... Yeah? Okay. At least I can hit him outside of his damage field, which has been reduced. You can roll through that now, apparently. Which, boy, it took you a long enough motion twin. But, yeah. That is now another strategy to do. If I can just get an upgraded version of this weapon, especially with, like, plus damage on bleeding and poison, that would really go a long way to getting me... Yeah, to getting me a lot of damage out of this. There's some good potential for this run. I'm just going to say that right now. In the meantime, take another stat, please. See what else is going on. You're mentioning that the one and only time that I ever raided another channel? Yes, I do hope that he has fully recovered, because that was truly an experience to be had. Oh, my poor heart. Having to deal with anybody that watches this guy is truly the worst fate to befall anybody. And that's why I don't do raids, people. Do I want to go Stilt Village and try it? I should probably go Stilt Village and try to get the potion charge. Just to, you know, make an attempt to recover from that some of that early bits here. Tilt Village. I mean, come on. It's still rough. We're still having a rough time here. It ain't the easiest run I've ever had. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that, whatever. Let's just say that was all skill. Good, good. Oh, Poison doing so good there, too. He's a copy pasta for that? No, you know what? I'm not even going to say it out loud. The people at home will never know. Your story will never be told. I'm not even going to bother with any of this. Sure, there's some good stuff there, but I should be saving up for 1 potion charge, 2 improved version of the Fire Blast already. We're still using the base level. Now then. What is that harpoon guy? Oh, that's not a harpoon. That is an explosive crossbow. He's a new enemy. And he's a lot of fun. Good. At least I think that's what you were talking about. I don't know if those... don't remember seeing them, but I also, you know, basically work on instinct in this game at this point in time. I'm like an animal. I can only see movements. Why are the channel points called Miku Bucks? People want them to be called Miku Bucks, basically. Why? Did you not like that? Oh, yeah, that would be the harpoon guy right there. Again, I don't even remember killing one of those guys. Don't even remember their... Hey! Don't hit me with that! Oh, man. Why didn't you appear last week? Are the new areas cool? Need to check the new areas? I think the only new area as of recent has been the distillery, and that one is rough. It is a tough area. Bruh. So, it's one that I'm going to admit probably should go to a little bit more, but it's like usually whenever I go there, it tends to go poorly. So I'll admit that right now. Miku is streaming? Oh, man. I mean, well, first off, you better not go and watch Miku instead of me. And second off, I can't believe I'm streaming at the same time as Hatsune Miku. I want to go have some fun with Miku. I don't know who Miku is. That should hopefully answer your question. Okay. Okay, there's that parry that I was talking about, and good. I want to say Miku is defined by her hair. Whatever. Okay. Kind of surprised that you haven't really seen like more of the Vocaloid stuff get in on the whole VTuber thing, which is now more popular than ever, everybody. Hizuna Ai really paved the way, didn't she? Okay, and okay. Why is everybody just posting the Wikipedia page on Hatsune Miku right now? I feel like the question has been answered to the fullest degree that one could possibly expect. Okay. There's no way I'm going to get to 20,000 unless... No, I'm not going to take the Greed Shield. Doc VTuber is just Kiara. Yeah, basically. Actually, no, my VTuber unfortunately would be Nyanners, but what are you going to do about that? Okay. Imagine my voice coming from an anime girl. I would do a voice changer at least. Ah! Okay, come on. Time to look up cringe copy pasta. That's all copy pasta. I'll take it. That's a straight upgrade, baby. Yeah, the frustrating... Yeah, basically, it's like we were using 4chan at roughly the same time, so... Yeah, that's why. Again, what are you going to do? Let's go. Are you in YouTube mode? I would say this is pretty YouTube mode. It hasn't been too rough and rowdy yet. Why does a failed experiment do no damage unless it jumps at you or does a slam attack? I don't... Like, it has a lot of iframes on it. It's frustrating, but, you know... you just gotta deal with him sometimes. Basically, it has a dodge roll attack whenever it does that, like, flip around sort of move that you see it do. And I think also when it jumps, perhaps? But certainly the flip around attack means that it will dodge a frustratingly huge amount of attacks from you. Wow. What a swarm. Okay, and there we go. Rough and rowdy? Yeah. I think of you guys like the Rough Riders. Always trying to stop, drop, shut them down, and open up shop. Because that's how you roll. Okay. Can I get the malaise clear? That would be the thing I'd like to see the most right now. Also, oh my god, the amount of enemies here is kind of wacky. Good. And yep, good. All a lot of good stuff. It's too bad the clean food no longer reduces malaise. I would kind of like it if it did. I understand why it doesn't. Just saying I would like it if it did. Okay, and... I don't even know if I want to ask this, but should I go into the clock tower, everybody? I think I can make it work. But, like, you know. Yeah. I can make it work either area that I go to, but it's also like, yeah, it's kind of rough. And said, I am going to go back and buy the stuff, this right here, just to try and clear a little bit of malaise out before it gets too overpowering. Can't afford the... If I can't afford the potion charge, I can at least do that. Clock Tower has a lot of platforms. I mean, certainly it is a good area to go into for this. Being more vertically oriented, you can always get enemies to group up a lot more, teleport them to you, and just blast them with fire. But it's still like, you know, that means that I do have to either go distillery or castle after this. Well, let's see. Clock Tower plus 8-bit soundtrack. Unfortunately, you can't change the 8-bit soundtrack in the middle of the run. I think I might just be able to exit, but whatever. That's too much work. Hello, everyone. I'm Scott, president of Domanio's Pizza. Have you heard of Hatsune Miku? Have some fun with Miku. Just this smile while Miku's sitting there dancing on a pizza. Go watch that commercial right now if you haven't seen it. It's pretty great. And then go watch that commercial where Hatsune Miku's lifelong dream is to have a bacon-wrapped hot dog. And then go watch that commercial where, who was it? An actor calls to ask Hatsune Miku about hair tips. What other Hatsune Miku commercials can I name right now? There's a lot of good ones. Yeah. Go play Yonoid 2. Now, hope that I have some foodstuffs to get in here, by the way. Knows the lore by heart. Of course I do. Do you not? Have you not been a lifelong Hatsune Miku fan? Have you not wanted to have fun with Miku? Should just go play Yonoid 2. Make that a sub goal on YouTube or something. Oh boy, here we go. Hi. Okay. She'd been in the Al Pacino Dunkachino commercial instead. What's my name? Hatsune Miku. A whole new game. Hatsune Miku. If you want creamy goodness, I'm your friend. Say hello to my mocha blend. I'm trying to think of like Hatsune Miku songs and how I can make that work in the next part of the song. But I can't. And like that's hard to do. Ah, dang. Attica, hoo-ah, lot of delight. This whole trial is out of sight. Oh, not a freaking Inquisitor right there. There we go. Yeah, creamy goodness. Look, go look up the Dunkachino commercial if you've never seen it before from the movie Jack and Jill. It's terrible. And it is maybe the most amazing thing that I've ever seen. Okay. Ah. All right. That movie is just ass. Yeah, but it doesn't give us Dunkachino. Ah, damn it. Well, I guess I'm going to have to use another potion charge here because this ain't working. This ain't cool, dude. Dunkachino versus the Garfachino. Is Garfield Eats still in operation? I just want to ask right now. Oh, my God. Last I heard, it was weird. Get Dunkachino'd on. Okay. Oh, man. This is a rough run, but it's working. Garfachino sounds like Barf. Take it up with Garfield Eats app. Take a lot of things up with the Garfield Eats app because I don't even know where to start if you don't know about that. Okay. Garfield Eats went out of business. Somehow I'm not surprised. Huh. Would have thought. I mean, to be fair, it's been a rough year for a lot of businesses. Garfield Eats is just one of the many casualties of that, I assume. Doc, when you make it with drag Adam Sandler, I gotta say, I don't find Adam Sandler very attractive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's not my type. So if you are Adam Sandler, I also don't really like any of the movies you made. I'm sorry again. Oh no, I'm digging myself into a deeper hole. You know what? Let's just bail out of this conversation and go back. No, I didn't like Billy Madison. I'm sorry. Yes, I have seen Billy Madison. Look, don't shit over Little Nicky. Look, it's not good. No. Oh boy. Oh, hey, how about that Dead Cells? Uh-oh. People, alienating my audience. Gotta bring it back. Gotta jingle those keys a little bit. Yep. And Rampart, a couple more stats here, but should be looking good. I mean, certainly getting another curse chest in here is gonna go a long way to getting me the stats that I want to really really make this run pop off in the way that it's kind of been doing. I just need to really go get the... Just need to really go get an upgrade for the Fire Blast already. Even with a base level version of it, it has been doing good damage. I did say that this weapon does do good damage. It's just, you know. I haven't been able to buy an upgrade for it for a very long time. Yeah. You ever seen the Little Nicky Game Boy Color game? It's not a good game, but like the art is like, from what I remember, it was very good for what you would expect out of a licensed game, and the music was better than you'd think. Nothing. And then this was a skill shop, right? Yeah. So not really anything I'm too interested in right now. You like Mad Villainy? I can't say I've heard of him. I never knew there was a game. There's a game for everything. There's also a Game Boy game for oh god, I can't even remember the name now. I was just gonna go pull out some obscure knowledge of licensed games, and now I can't remember. Whatever. I don't know. Okay, let's go. Dude, I know you from YouTube. How the hell do you succeed in every weapon in the game? I can't even pass expert difficulty. I mean, I wouldn't really say every weapon in the game. It's just thousands of hours of playing, basically. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Oh. Not going to be a perfect fight, but that's okay. It's still certainly going to be a pretty good fight. In the meantime, yeah, it's like all I need to do is I just need to go and get something that synergizes poison and bleed on this weapon, and you know, a more powerful version of it, and things will be just the damage I'm getting out of this will be amazing. Because right now, it's like, even at this point in time, it's very good. It's just, you know, yeah. Swing doesn't do as much damage as it used to. It still does a pretty good amount of damage. I mean, to be fair, I also am having a pretty decent run. And I do, and you got to remember that I do also, on the cleaver specifically, have the minus 25% damage when I'm near it. So that is doing a lot for defense for me. It's a rare thing to be able to really get a lot out of that. Well, I mean, it's two things, actually. The cleaver giving me minus 25% damage, and also revenge, because I had just gotten hit by the the grappling hook, so I was already getting minus 30% on top of the minus 25% from the cleaver. That's what was happening, if you were wondering. It's a good combo for the timekeeper. I'm just gonna take castle. Doc, no. Oh, also 10% damage from the amulet. Yes, I have a lot of damage reduction, which is good because I'm using it. I also think that I might have held up the shield for that too, which would be even more damage reduction. There's a lot of things that I did to really... Whoa. Yeah. A lot of things that I did to make that work for me. It was so fun. Yeah, well... One, do you really want... No! No. If Spider-Man, Zeal on the floor, and the only thing was slapping with the eel, would you make a side of it? Yes, I would have made Spider-Man disintegrate if he was assaulting me. I'm not entirely sure where you got that entire hypothetical situation from, but sure. Knock, you'll always be a failure in our hearts. Oh, that's sweet. It's really not, but what else am I going to say? Oh, good. Thank you, Mushroom Boy. Because I think I would have probably failed that, I think I probably would have failed that, parry there, otherwise. All right, let's get on with this here. Oh, right. Demons also immune to fire, so they're not going to be taking nearly as much damage from this. However, if they still get oiled up and everything, that's enough to... Good. That's enough to take them down. Hi. Good. Good. Yeah, I don't watch trailers for anything. Ever. I don't know. I'm immune to hype. I've described it as that before. Basically, where it's like I just don't really pay too much attention to like the news cycles or anything. I'm trying to think of like concept arts, interviews, trailers, of course. Nothing. Nothing at all. When something comes out, I'll play it or I won't play it. And that's the only thing that matters. I'm gonna go get that scroll there. I mean, as you know, I'm not really somebody that gets into the zeitgeist of things just entirely. So jaded that he can't be happy anymore. That is entirely untrue. I would like to think of myself as being experienced enough to know that seeing things with your own eyes is the best way to judge it. Not from preview materials, which are specifically made to be... No, I just am lazy. All this is untrue. I'm just lazy. Just like, whatever. I don't care that much. Hey, come on. Well, that's a lot of work to go try and find that sort of stuff. Hey, Doc, speak weeb for us. Weeb. Okay, then. Continuing on. Now I'm just going to leave here. You know what? This is effective enough. Blow up the boy? No! What did the boy ever do? All the terrible things I've done to the boy. You'd think that you'd have a little bit more sympathy for the lad. You see where yeah, I mean, Cyberpunk didn't even look up anything. I watched people play through a little bit of the game when it came out. That was it. Hype is fun. Everyone I've been has worked. Everyone I've been on has worked. Oh, like a hype train? I see. Has it? All of them? Nothing has ever been a disappointment for you? Ever? Because I'm going to take this. Let's see what we got here. That, and right there. Hey, malaise cleared. Nice. At least I now don't have to worry about getting hit with that anymore. Oh, yeah, Omori came out. I was looking at a few... I saw that... I saw the release trailer for that, and I didn't watch it. I just saw it. But, that's interesting. That one took a while, didn't it? Look to see if Manly Badass Hero had... start up a playthrough on it, and he has. I might be watching that a little bit later. Because that is certainly up his alley when it comes to doing series. Let's go get the money at least. Certainly I have more than enough to be able to, you know, still get something that's above just the base level version of this weapon. I'm saying that I've been using this in the entire time. It's actually once again been going pretty good. This weapon maybe is better than I keep giving it credit for because it certainly does seem to do some decent damage. Wow, that was a lot of malaise. Whatever, I'm back up to full health. We're looking good. You know what I want. Thank you. Finally. And also poison, but not bleed. I'll take poison, though. Oh boy, oh boy. Just started watching that guy. He's got a lot of good stuff. That's the dude who basically I know most like any sort of RPG Maker game that I have any amount of knowledge on. Know it from him. Except for Tomb of Friends, of course. That one was from Panoots, who unfortunately is not doing anything. He retired from the whole YouTube scene. Still, just learning about that game from him was worth it. Yes, I believe he has been described before as a yandere wrangler. Tomb of Friends. Are we the Tomb of Friends? No, you would be the friends. Where is the exit to this place? Doc might retire from YouTube someday. I don't know, man. I've done a lot of I've had a lot of dumb projects that I've done in my life, but nothing has been so fulfilling as doing a lot of YouTube videos. So unless I find something more worthwhile than this, I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything else, or if I'll die first, or if I'll never die due to transhumanism. And I am the cyberpunk future. Or maybe that will be the thing that I eventually get into more. Oh yeah, we already saw this one. That it's just like, yeah, I retire from YouTube to go and create a race of genetically engineered cat girls to take over the world. I'll be their god and master. I'll be like, hey, so what did you do before you became the world's foremost authority in geneticism? It's like, well, I did the YouTube series on stuff. Now I'm the god king of the world. I don't know. Think about it. Yes, let's never die and have a weird parasocial relationship forever. Well... yes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back here and I'm going to go switch out for. Tainted Flask. Whoa. Tainted Flask. Sometimes you feel you've got to drink a flask. You've got to drink that flask till there's only one left. That's pretty fucked up that humans grow to be slaves. Oh, no. Humans are not slaves. Humans are extinct. Not due to anything violent. It was just natural, selection, basically. Whoa. As it turns out, cat girls are the superior species, and that just happened due to, it's how it goes. I'm still alive, though, because I'm their god king. And basically, I'm like the god emperor in Warhammer 40k. Slightly more conscious, though. Slightly. Well, that was weird. I thought I died there for a second or something. Extinct from virtual gonorrhea, the noisy killer. No, they're organic. I mean, okay, they have like, metallic bones and everything, as well as like cyborg nervous systems, but they are otherwise completely organic. That was a pretty good fight. Was that a perfect fight? No, it wasn't a perfect fight. I got hit by something stupid. Yeah, I think I got stabbed once. I'm just... wait a second. Am I just describing the plot of... that one Sega game that was worked on by the devs? Binary Domain. Or at least part of it? Oh, no. Have my plans for the future just been a complete copy of Binary Domain? Uh-oh. That's not good. Basically. Oh, no. That's not good. If you've never seen Binary Domain, go watch read the plot synopsis on Wikipedia. It's wild. Anyway. Basically, Nekopara. Well, I mean, obviously, it's going to be at least slightly more Catgirl based. No original thoughts. Yeah, well. I got nothing. I said that as if I was going to have a second thing to say. As the Bible says, nothing new under the sun. Is binary domain good? I think it's all right. It's just the plot is like real stupid. Yeah. Yeah, at least I got to rally up most of that. And do want whatever you got. Although the run is actually like real solid right now. Still gonna take as many stats as I can possibly get. Yeah, when's BV coming? Eventually. I don't know. I gotta like I gotta figure out how to even do it. Besides, we're doing ninja games right now, including Ghost of Tsushima, which is maybe not actually a ninja game. I just thought it was for some reason. Because I said I didn't know anything about the game. You knew this. Okay. And there we go. It's samurai. Yeah, well, I didn't realize that at the beginning. Got me some well. I don't know how that happened. Gave you some good noises there, though, somehow. Man. And there we go. I really threaded that needle in the worst way possible, didn't I? Whatever. I didn't die. It didn't take too much damage. Still. Usually I would have expected to have nearly died from that alone, but I somehow didn't. Woof. Huh? I think I'm going to take this for the extra health. To be honest, I'm actually doing okay on brutality, even though, yes, of course, I would like to maximize as much as possible. I would also like to be able to survive. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to like it. I'm going to do it, though. Yeah, it's, you know, surprisingly successful run, much like the other ones with Fire Blast, I gotta say. Happy to see that. I guess this weapon is better than I'm giving it credit for. Or maybe it's just, again, a very good stat run. Because it certainly is that. Who knows? A lot of cursed chests. A lot more cursed chests than you would expect. Okay. Deep fake Hatsune Miku wig into... No, not that. I mean, I know I was talking about before that it's just like if I was ever going to do any sort of like VTube stuff. Oh, I didn't get the alien key. If I was ever going to do any sort of like VTube stuff, what I would want is I would want a Obama, but I would want like the animation for it to look like those weird, like the bad deep fake videos. Like, look, we're both from the same, like, we're both from, like, the Chicagoland area. I think that would only be the best avatar for myself. Obama porn? I'm sure it exists. Why did I read that? Good. And... right. Where is the damn extra thing? One more. 2, 3. Okay. Repeat after me. Fire Blast is a good weapon. Fire Blast is a good weapon. Fire Blast is a good weapon. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Red leather, yellow leather. A proper cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot. Not as good as pyrotechnics. Yeah, that's true. Can you drown in that water? No, there's no drowning mechanics in this game. At least not yet. I don't know. Maybe eventually. Now I'm getting the food drop here. Not as good as Magic Missile. Which, I mean, hey, in one of the pre-runs, we did have a legendary Magic Missile show up. Which was a lot of fun. Would have been fun, but also, like, something I couldn't take regardless. Let's be honest here. Noses roses. What to do to die today? Nothing here really worthwhile. There goes the tentacle. Can I actually see it fall down? Okay, yes, but I'm also about to die. Tentacle make it? It did. All right, come on. Better. Marginally. Take it. Malaise update is really growing on me. I mean, malaise is certainly growing on me. As it has every single run. I don't know. I still think it makes, like, the first couple areas pretty difficult in the game, as you saw back in, like, the prison depths. But past that point, it seems like it works. Just at the very beginning. I was saying before, it's like I might want to just stop going into, like, the secondary areas sometimes, like the prison depths or the corrupted prison. But it's also like, a lot of extra stats you're giving up, though. Where is... There it is. Okay. Well, go down there and get that then. Good. And one. I say it's better than the old malaise. Yeah, the old malaise is like... The old malaise is, of course, what I'm used to. But it is also... It's kind of absurd in how that thing works. You know, oh, don't get hit. Ever. Good luck. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah. It's just I'm used to it, you know? Moses supposes his noses are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously. Erroneously, I don't think works as well. That said, it's just like I'm not a theater guy. This is just stuff I've heard from other people. Okay, and let's go. Old malaise is boring. I don't know. I think it's interesting, but maybe interesting in the worst way. It appropriately raises the stakes. Yeah, but it's just like that like second area. I think that the thing somebody said last time I was doing a stream here is basically how I would say it, where it's just like I still think it needs a little bit more time in the oven. Come on, man. I still think it needs a little bit more time in the oven, but I do think that it's certainly not like unplayable or anything like that. It's just different, and because it's different, I'm having a little bit of a hard time adjusting. Come on now. I can probably do this without losing. And I'll still be able to get another potion charge by the end of this. Because in all likelihood, there should be at least one elite around here somewhere. Well, one more elite? 2 more elites? How many more do I need? Well, whatever. I'll figure it out. Well, besides with the whole like malaise tiers, I might be able to just like have that happen anyway. If not, I don't know. I think I'm going to be okay. Y'all can throw down your bets right. Yeah, see, here's one elite right now. Y'all can throw down your bets right now, but I think I'll be fine. Still not what I'm looking for. All right. Good. I still think the core concept is cool. I got like no problem with the core concept. It is a different. Does make it a different ball game though, certainly. There are 2 elites at the top of this. I just need one more elite. 4 elites. So one more elite to get at least one potion charge. Think I'll beat the boss? I think I'll beat the boss. I think I got a real good chance of beating the boss. This He gives you a lot of time to really hammer on him with a stationary weapon like this. Oh, I think I might not be able to get that potion charge as I was hoping. But it's like, I'm feeling confident. I've got high confidence in my ability to take on, or to actually beat the game. We'll see. 100% malaise, you get a random boss spawn. That's what I was wondering if that was going to happen earlier. Okay. Oh, this has a legendary on it. I just noticed right now one of the things. Not one that I can use, but that is interesting for a second. All right. Like, there's a couple enemies left here. There's no way they're going to be elites, though. All right, let's see how this goes. I think I'm going to do it. I'm just going to say right now, I think I'm going to do it. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go take like this instead and instinct. It's like, I don't know. Vengeance I still think is pretty good. Nothing else really. Yeah, just get instinct. Effective. Perfect fight? I doubt it. Bosses just spawn from malaise, maybe in a mod or something. Yeah, that would probably be the point to, actually have that sort of thing happen. Probably not in the base game. That would be a little bit rough. All right, let's see. Come on, hit him here so that I can get my... Oh. He actually did get the slightest bit of stun from that, but not enough for what I want him to. Okay. No hit? Oh, that's not going to happen. That was never going to happen. No hit is so hard. And besides, there are better runs I can do than this with that. Ugh. I wasn't going to happen. The damage, though, was good. I told you. Okay. I didn't want that last emote. Yes, you did. What are you talking about? Never got the achievement yet. I haven't either, but, I've done it. I just haven't gotten the achievement. Come on. Go down already. Should have done enough damage here very quickly. There we are. And done. Yeah, no, I told you. Easy. Easy peasy. Certainly the stats and, like, the amazing build that I got there. Man, I don't know. Fire Blast seems to be pretty good. Maybe I'm just shut up. Maybe I'm just underestimating it, I suppose.